While walking through the crowded streets of New York on a cold winter day, Barron Trump noticed an elderly man shivering alone on the street. The man's eyes showed signs of a lost life, but despite his young age, Barron could feel the man's despair. As he walked near the family's properties, he looked into the man's eyes and thought, "I should do something." The man's worn-out coat and dirty boots reflected the harshness of the streets. Barron hesitated for a moment, but then pulled out a few $100s from his pocket and walked toward the man. "Can I help you?" "Would you like something?" Barron asked kindly. The man lifted his head, his eyes looking as if from a deep void, reflecting his inner pain. "Could you help me?" he muttered. Barron, with a moment of empathy, took him to a café. This was the moment everything started. Later that evening, Barron spent more time with the homeless man. His name was Viktor Ivanov, and he spoke with a Russian accent. When Barron asked Viktor about his past, Viktor simply mentioned a family tragedy and bad luck that led him to homelessness. However, Barron noticed the tense expression on his face, as if he was hiding something. Viktor, pointing out that Barron's offer of help was a sign, secretly hinted at plans to harm the Trump family. However, Barron's probing questions revealed that Viktor was actually a spy working for Russia, tasked with leaking intelligence. Viktor had been secretly leaking state secrets for years. Now the Trump family was his target. A week later, Barron's interactions with the man had led to increased scrutiny of Viktor's movements, which eventually endangered his safety. Viktor's suspicious actions caught the attention of the US Secret Service. As they detected the leaks, the security of the Trump family was at risk. Following the suspicions of the Secret Service, Viktor's identity was revealed, and that night, they noticed him attempting to break into Barron's home. While Barron had offered help to a homeless man, he had unknowingly walked into great danger. The Secret Service took action to protect Barron's life, but the situation had already escalated. Although Barron was being protected by the Secret Service, it was hard for him to accept the situation. He had approached the man with innocence and goodwill, but now a moral reckoning began. How could I have been so blind? He wondered. He had wanted to help people, but this had led to him meeting a spy. In the end, by helping a man who leaked state secrets, he had created a serious security vulnerability. Barron was filled with deep disappointment because, while trying to help others, he had unknowingly put one of the most valuable things at risk. One morning, as Barron sat in his room, a security report from the presidential estate arrived, containing photographs of Viktor meeting another agent in secret. These photos traced every step Barron and Viktor had taken, slowly revealing that the man Barron had helped was working for the Russian government. Barron was left alone with his regret. A week later, Barron received one final message that changed everything. It was revealed that Viktor's associate had actually targeted Barron's own safety. Viktor was not only gathering intelligence, but also attempting to lure Barron into a trap. The Russian government had planned to use Barron as a pawn. This was the moment that would completely alter Barron's life. As Viktor's ultimate plan came to light, it became clear that not only Barron's family, but also the country's security was at risk. Barron, thinking he had earned Viktor's trust, had invited him for help again, but everything had turned against him. Now Barron was left in deep frustration and fear. In the end, Barron took control of the situation, using a series of covert moves to expose Viktor's betrayal and hand him over to the authorities. However, this incident taught Barron the most important lesson of his life. Sometimes, good intentions can bring unexpected dangers. One day, Barron Trump received an unexpected phone call. After Viktor's arrest, the Secret Service examined the documents seized from him and found another shocking revelation. Viktor's final message had predicted Barron's future actions. This posed a serious threat not only to Barron, but also to his family's future. At that moment, Barron realized that the man he had believed was simply someone in need of help had in fact been playing a game with his life for years.